Dude would go to a barbershop in Harlem and get a mohawk. Couldn't understand it. That was just like throughout the whole time he's cutting my hair. He's like, "Yo, you sure you want this, man? Cause I mean,
and this is what 91, 92.
This was. So I had my mohawk in full effect for my 21st birthday.
Damn.
And that was in '88. So around '87, like maybe end of '87, early '88.
Wait, you had your mohawk in '88?
'89. In '89, I turned 21. Huh?
You know why? Because that's even right before grunge. And is that like...
Dude, all I knew was that I thought mohawks were dope. Like, I seen... I was a fan of Fishbone. First of all,
a blue mohawk, right?
No, it wasn't blue. I dyed it red for my birthday party, but it was my regular hair color before that.
Oh, okay.
But I was a fan of Fishbone, the punk group, the ska group. You know, like they're dope, and I booked them a couple of times at NYU. I was on the program.
Oh, okay.
So I seen them a couple of times, and I love the aesthetic, like black dudes with mohawks. You know, I was like,
they got it all.
Yo, I don't know if you know much about Fishbone.
Nah, I don't.
But dog, that's a the energy that they exude was just like nothing I've ever seen coming from us.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like it was always that kind of energy was always associated with white artists.
Yeah.
You know, so to see Fishbone do their thing, dog, and one of them had a mohawk. I was like, yo, that shit is dope. I want one. You know, and that was it. Be like, that's all. I saw it. I said,
fuck it.
I'm gonna get one. You know, and that
you
was
had
it.
it for how many years though?
It didn't last. So I had it. I say I got it in '88, '89.
Damn, I thought it was 90.
No.
91.
And I had it till about 90.
90?
Yeah. I didn't have it long.
I think there's a picture.
But I got enough. I had it long enough to take pictures with it. You know,
had
so
different.
I got it on record.
You know,
I got it on record that I had it.
Yeah, but, this is before mohawks was popping, like the 2010s. What was it, 2009?
Yeah, like you fast forward, then all of a sudden,
I ain't gonna lie.
Puppy running that race.
I ain't gonna lie, I had one. I had the one that like kind of went into it and shit.
Puff, that was Puff. Like,
you had a real mohawk.
Yeah, man. I wasn't playing.
They was calling that something else, a hawky or some shit.
Whatever it was called. Like, I just knew I wanted one, man, and I got it because I thought that shit was dope.
Yeah,
I had the nose ring.
Yeah, you had the nose ring before Tupac.
Yeah. You know, I had the earring in one ear. Like I was just like I just wanted to be free of like conformity. You know,
it had cut off, and we were talking a whole bunch of stuff that shit I didn't record, so I just jumped in with it. And we was talking about how you get to a point in life where you don't give a fuck about being accepted, and you just do what you feel. And it took me a lot longer to do that.
It came early for me.
For him, so that's why he was one of the first black men in New York, let alone I knew, that had a mohawk. You had like the spike stuff.
Nah. It was actually a curly mohawk. It was curly. I didn't do nothing to it, but change the color.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So it looked like a flame on your head.
Yeah.
It looked like a hot Cheeto.
Like a friend of mine, her dad called me a rooster. I'll never forget that.
Top Gun 2 just came out and roosters in there, motherfucker.
You know, but yeah, like you know, I was blessed to have the mother that I had because she was very. Yeah, man, she was very She was just very real with me. You know, like it was not. She didn't sugarcoat anything, but she also expressed how she wanted me to be good. You know, so like it was a lot of you know, especially because of her condition, like she didn't know if she was gonna live to see the next day. So a lot of her things with me was like just getting me ready to be able to live on my own.
For how long did she feel that way?
She felt that way for. She had her aneurysm. The aneurysm in her head burst.
Did she have one or two of those?
She had a couple of them.
That's crazy.
They caught a couple, and then there was one or two that they couldn't get at, so it stayed with her for the rest of her life. You know, so there was a lot of them, but because of it, she had a stroke. I think I was 2, maybe 3 years old.
You were young when it happened. Oh, so you was in it to win it from day one. I didn't know it from day one. No, because when I was young, our daughters seemed She was moving and grooving.
Yeah, but yo, that was a road, man. Like she had to get there.
Okay.
Just to get to where it was when you was around.
When I was young. And then later on it got a little,
when she had to work to get there. She went through therapy. Like, a lot of the times, like she had much difficulty expressing herself. So a lot of the times
she put on a happy face for the family, I think.
No, she was just living, like, she just.
I guess I'm a kid looking at it, so I don't see no different if like a parent or someone else.
Well, it's because like you didn't see the work because you wasn't around, like you wouldn't know, But she had to go through therapy. She had to regain the strength on her left side, so she had to do it. And it's crazy because she decided to leave therapy. She could have been much better, but she just wasn't patient. She couldn't. But
that's our family.
But there was a lot she couldn't. Like a lot of times, I had to go with her to any big meeting she needed or any like doctor's appointment. I had to go because she couldn't express herself. She couldn't say like she knew what she wanted to say.
But she couldn't express
But because of the stroke, her aphasia. I think that's what's called aphasia. Like she couldn't. The words didn't come out the way
she was
formulated in her brain. So I often was with her as a translator. Letting the doctor, because we would speak about it before we get there. She'd tell me what she wanted, make sure she was clear.
Yeah.
When we get there, she might not be able to express it, so I was there to express it for her. So it was a lot, like the synergy of my mom and it was crazy, like and it was from day one. You know what I mean? Like coming up. So a lot of it, she was like, I was, for example, when I was in grade school, I went to first grade. She took me to school, she brought me back. By the second grade, she would take me to school, but I had to come home by myself.
Okay.
By the third grade, she gave me the key to the apartment, and I had to go and come to school, by myself.
Oh, so you was a little man from day on, from third grade.
When I was around 8 years old, 9 years old, Saturday morning cartoons was popping.
That's heavy.
So every morning I'd get up, but
the good ones too.
Outside of making a bowl of cereal, if I wanted pancakes or French toast or bacon and eggs, I'm waking her up on Saturday morning. She don't want to be up, So one day I did it. She like, all right, this gotta stop. She brought me to the kitchen.
So this is how you do it.
She said, you want pancakes? She showed me how to make the pancakes. Boom, I got that. The next Saturday, she showed me how to make the French toast. The Saturday after that, she showed me how to cook up the bacon and eggs. The only thing I wasn't making was hot cereal. Everything else, she laid it on me, so I was making my breakfast from that point. I didn't have to wake up no more. So a bit, and it wasn't until a little later she said to me like, I don't know how long I'm gonna be here, so you gonna have to know how to do these things. You're gonna have to know how to speak for yourself. You're gonna have to know how to. You gotta be able to live on your own, because I mean, thankfully I've had her for many years before she passed. At the time, she didn't know
what was going on.
So a lot of the insight, like as a kid, how kids they be like, yo, when I grow up, I'm gonna be, I'm gonna grow up and be this, I'm gonna be that. I think I wanted to be like 30 different things before the age of 9. Right?
I was pretty much. I wanted to be an actor.
Yeah, I wanted to be a fireman, a policeman, a lawyer, a doctor. I wanted to be a whole bunch of shit.
I could have been a lawyer because I would argue the shit out of you. But
anytime I went to her for something new, she said to me nonchalantly every time, "Yeah, you can be whatever you want." But like that, there was no but or if you do this, and it's like you could be whatever you want to be. You can do whatever you want to do. That's what she used to. So it became a mantra.
So when you were doing like your different styles, it was just an organic way of.
Yeah, but I don't know if my mother knew what she was doing. Like I think she wanted me to understand that no obstacle is too great.
Okay.
But in the process, I think she thought I would think it the way she thought it, in the fact that. She said I can be a doctor or a lawyer, so she thought like I would grow up, go to school, study to be any of those things, right? But what happened? But what happened was I kept hearing, you can do whatever you want to do. I'm like, all right. So
that gave you.
I am going to do whatever I want to do. You know. So when I became a teenager, it caused a little strife because I don't think she was saying was you can do whatever you want to do, but do it, you know, do that good stuff that's gonna make you a lot of money.
Yeah.
She didn't know that I was gonna go the full artistic route, you know, and be broke for most of my life. You know? But yeah, man, like,
but
you know,
she did tell you do what you want to do.
Yeah, you know, and she also opened me up, like, you know, thought wise, you know, like that was actually a possible thing, despite whatever black people were going through in this country. You know, that's why, you know, when Obama got elected the first time, right?
Yeah.
I started hearing people saying, yes, finally, you know, now black people can aspire to be anything. And I'm like, black people could always aspire to be anything.
Well, that's how you got them in the first place.
It's not it was never.
Wait, was that black people saying that? Or
yes, it was black people.
Because I think,
you know,
I think those are the black people that people had said, yeah, you could be the president, but they was like, nah, not really. Like,
but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, that was, so they never believed.
Like, you could be a lawyer kind of now, but not like.
They never believed a black person can become president. They just didn't. That was something that they thought would never happen.
And it happened.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So, but when I was hearing them say that, I was like, yeah, well, of course they could be. Like, what the fuck? Like, they could do whatever they want to do. You know, they can do whatever they want.
We as people, we stand in front of each other. We stand in front of ourselves a lot of times, and it's programming too. Like, you get that passed down.
Listen. I have a lot of conversations with people, and I don't think people really understand the damage that has been done to black people. The centuries are centuries being here in this country. It's not even a little bit, you know. It's heavy.
But wait. Yeah. You gotta put that aside for a little bit of Asian hate. We gotta make sure that we don't do that. Or I'm telling you, what America does is when we start saying that, they try to push it aside a little bit. But wait.
Oh yeah, certainly. No, listen.
Or these people. It's
listen,
not.
That's what I'm saying. And it's a clear thing. You know what I mean? Like, I often wonder, like, you know, with black folk, how they claim, you know, black people claim we want our freedom, not understanding that we already have our freedom. You know, and it's just a matter of letting go to the things that you think was promised you. You know, amendments are just amendments, but the Constitution still say what it say. You know, you look at the original draft is like encased somewhere in some museum with the original wording.
And the original, I believe one of the original wordings, they don't say Negro. I don't believe there's Negro in it, but they say persons. When they describe
the original Constitution describes black people as 3/5 of a human being.
Yeah, but when they're talking about it, they say persons as of that. That's what they say. They use persons as a.
Regardless, the fact that they consider us 3/5 of a human being. Look, there are countries who have had constitutions and have eradicated them for when changes came and wrote new constitutions. They didn't amend anything. They wrote a new constitution to include the people. You know, that don't happen. That has not happened. And like when you look at it, you can see how whenever anything happens with us, they figure, yo, let's give them a band-aid. Let's put a band-aid on the situation. Let's give them a thing that, you know, let's take Aunt Jemima off the box and Uncle Ben off the box.
I got one box with Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben. I'm keeping that in case that shit goes up for some bread.
Yeah. You know, I'm just saying, you know, this is our world. This is the world we live in, and nothing addresses.
Let's wipe off some of the stuff that doesn't really hurt nobody, so you can get over it after, you know what I mean, they shoot somebody or do something.
You know, after they murder us, like in the streets with no consequence.
I was just looking at, I forget the name of the book. What's it called? I just was looking it up. But it's a book, it's like $300-400, but it's a book, and it's got all the depictions of how they used to lynch us, and how they used to barbecue us on a rotisserie and all that shit. And this wasn't too long ago. This was like 1900. It's like early 1900, 1920.
The picnics.
Oh yeah, I never want to go on a picnic again. I don't give a fuck when the niggas say, nah, I'm going on a picnic. It tells you that the wording tells you exactly what it is.
So it's like, and for people to not understand, people to think like, oh, you just gotta deal with it. It's not that bad. You're free now. But you're getting all these opportunities.
Those people.
It's never understood. But the bigger problem is how we
add on to that.
Yeah, how we glom onto the, to some kind of.
We have a delusional sense of wanting to be the white man.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
We have a delusional sense to want to be the white man. We could call them corny all we want. We could allow them to take all our culture, but at the end of the day, you want to be just like them.
Yeah, absolutely. And the way people think that if they align themselves with the system and all of its rules and regulations,
that they out this
that
cloud,
it makes them free.
You can still get shot
until they see that.
You can still get caught
up.
Happens. You're still going to be a nigga to someone. Let's be
absolutely. Absolutely.
You're still going to be a nigga to someone.
And that's the world we live in.
Yeah. So let's go into, before we
all right, but before that, I need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, well. All right. Well, leave me here. We got cut off shit. I wanted to talk about Tribe Called Quest before you left. Hey, what's going on, people? This was a very good one, too. You missed the whole argument. We had a whole, what was the argument? It was more of a debate. Not like debate thing, but that was good. Then I looked and I was like, this shit done cut off. I have to do it all over again. So let me see who's up in there. Who came back to see this? Yeah. I'm gonna just edit this. I'm definitely just gonna edit this. Bomb. My own Tribe Call. Woo! That was good. Edit all this out. Wrap it. I'm just gonna edit all this out.
Whew, what relief.
Alright, so
that was a couple of beers.
Yeah,
and some asparagus.
Yeah. I heard asparagus goes right through you.
And it makes your pee smell.
Oh yeah, it stinks up.
It smells. It just smells funny. But I read that some people can't smell that. It's weird. Like some people can't smell asparagus.
Isn't it filter shit out of your body?
I don't know what it does. It's like I just like asparagus. I had some for dinner.
Next on
and now I can smell my pee. Like
thanks for
if like sometimes like if I forget what I eat and I go pee, I'm like, oh, I had asparagus today. That's just what it is. I know that don't that's neither here nor there, man. But yeah, I had asparagus.
I'm trying to figure out how do I clip this. How do I put asparagus in the title so it makes sense for niggas to watch this shit? That's all I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good one. All right, before we get out of here, because it's a lot.
Yeah.
Upcoming hip hop. I know you're very versed in the Tribe Called Quest. I came in the Wu era. So that's why I'm in my mind state of how I see it.
Like Tribe is one of my top 3 favorite hip hop groups of all time. Run DMC being number 1 because Run DMC, and then Tribe and Wu-Tang. Like they are like as far as groups.
Run DMC, Tribe and Wu-Tang. Yeah. Damn, what?
Yeah. Cause I mean, well, first of all, like Wu-Tang, man, like fucking game changing, B. Like, I mean, like, it's. Have you been watching the show?
Oh hell yeah! You mean the series?
The series, yeah. It's crazy.
I think they're filming now for the
season 3, yeah.
I think that's the last one.
That's what they said. It's going to end with season 3.
Because they ended with the flood.
Yeah.
They ended with the flood.
Yeah. But
all hip hop heads know that if you know Wu's situation.
Just what they were able to accomplish, and the fact that everybody got on board. Like, you know, you don't see that with many people. You know, egos get in the way.
A lot.
You know.
9.
And the fact that some like RZA was able to say to his people, like they was people.
Yeah.
And he said, "Yo, give me a portion of your lives to make it right, and if it don't work out, y'all go do what you do." And they came together. Yo, that's unheard of. You know, on that level. But then.
Well, you were there when they were like brewing, right? When you're
I tell you right now, B, like I was walking home from an event when I first heard "Protect Your Neck," and like everybody else that was listening, like, you know, everybody, you know, because somebody had it on boombox or coming out of the car, something.
Yeah.
Everybody stopping, like, yo, what the fuck is that?
That's back when something brand new come out. Now you can't even find out when something brand new come out.
Yeah, I mean,
it blends all together with shit.
Yeah, because you know it was a big deal because nobody heard no shit like this before. Certainly there were, you know, group collabs and all like that, but like just the sound and the approach to it was, it was some shit you would see in ciphers if you was around and stuff, but you never heard that on a record.
He always said that my production reminded him of RZA's production as far as cinematically.
Yeah.
I think of like all music. I think of a scene in a movie.
Yeah.
Like I think like a running scene, a love scene, shit like that. Like I could capture that. If I think like that aesthetically in my mind, I could write it down or I could make that music match that tone.
Whereas I am more of a I'm moody. Like I like to construct music based on mood.
Okay.
And I like to feel.
You don't set the mood. You know. You gotta.
I just like to like. I'm always noticing tracks. So first of all, I don't necessarily care about lyrics. That's never been. I don't.
You don't give a fuck what nobody mumbles on top of that.
But I do care about vocals has a
delivery,
but also has an instrument.
Okay.
You know, so if you know, so that's why for me, rappers, MCs that can flow is more important to me than the lyrics. You know,
so I can say Rat Cat Bat as long as it flows in a way.
Absolutely.
That it sounds like an instrument.
You know,
okay,
so
I got you.
if they ride
so
the
Biggie
beat,
was.
So if you got flow and the lyrics, you want another level.
That was Biggie.
You know, exactly.
Flow and lyrics.
You know, it's the same with Jay-Z also. Jay-Z's flow is as if he's having a conversation with you, and I think that's dope. Like that's like he got a flow that's just very
he's very Rakim-ish.
You know,
very Eric.
Because Rakim,
not Rakim, but Kane.
Kane is in that vein. But you know, he's a protege of Kane. You know. Yeah. You know, Rakim was more like he educating you on something.
And there's a little more tech to it.
Yeah, he was just more. Yeah, he was definitely more technical with it.
Yeah. You know what he was saying, how he was saying it.
But like, all them cats, like the way they approached it, I love that. Like that, I can listen to that. You know, as opposed to somebody who's just lyrical, and I'm like, if you're not riding that beat, man,
that's
like
true.
I can't
it took a lot because how I approached music was sound first.
Yeah, me too. That's always how I approach it.
Sound, like no drum.
Oh, no drums.
Bass.
Okay, I'm drums first. So.
Sound, like riffs.
Okay.
I'm because I told you, like, I'm a movie head first.
Absolutely.
So E.T.
Without a doubt.
John Williams.
I be telling my wife. My wife, she loves movies. I'm like, you need to converse with Corey because, like, he's a movie head. Like that's his. Because she be trying to get me into movies. I'm like, I don't.
Oh, you're not a movie head.
Not like that. Not on that level.
Yeah, like know what movie, what it meant, how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, nah. I watch movies strictly for entertainment. I'm like, oh, that's great. Or
like a popcorn head type. Yeah. Like, you don't. I'm a documentary head. I love documentaries. I like finding out how.
Especially music documentaries. I get into music documentaries.
I'm gonna look into that comedy documentary you're talking about.
Yeah, that was
Fat Tuesday.
That was
check that.
Yeah.
But like, as far as like, I'm the riff, the sound, like John Williams, those epic themes. Like, you could set a whole, like, to this day, there's a sample on E.T. that's so fucking fire. I don't give a fuck.
When the kids
never used it, but because you gotta get the right part. It's when they're riding the bike.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I hear so many different ways to flip that.
I'm gonna watch E.T. now because I want to introduce it to my daughter.
Oh,
yeah, she needs to see.
Back to the 80s, 83. I remember that far back because I saw E.T. Your uncle.
That man. Yeah.
Your uncle bought me a bootleg of E.T. I still have the VH somewhere, but it's taped over anyway, but it says E.T. on it. And let me tell you, it was the darkest, the blackest. Like, you never heard of bootleg in 1983.
The bootlegs was hardcore.
No, early 80s bootleg?
Yeah, they were.
You might as well look at a dark room.
Right.
It's the same shit, but I was watching it every day. Like,
they were hard to watch.
I was watching that shit. So those themes of, like, back to just that type of, like, anything with horns.
Yeah.
Horns, if it's done correctly, woo, you got a hit. If you got a beat with some horns that's played to perfection.
And there's a lot of dope, like, especially from the 80s, 70s, and 80s.
Yeah, you can
horn music is, like, serious.
You got to guarantee
you should totally, and I'm plugging my peoples right here. Shout out to the Soul in the Horn crew. You need to go check that party out. Soul in the Horn. You heard of it?
Soul in the Horn?
Soul in the Horn.
No.
So,
what do they make beats or they play samples? They play music?
It's a party with DJ. Shout out
got
to
the headphones on?
Natasha Diggs. Huh?
It's not the headphone one.
Those parties are stupid, dude. Like,
I didn't even know.
Yo, they don't. Those silent disco craziness. Yeah, it's like why? Like, I don't even understand that. Nah, Soul in the Horn is a straight up. It's one of the dopest parties in New York, right? But they got Soul in the Horn. Natasha Diggs is a DJ.
Okay.
And she curates it. She gets other DJs. Right? They do a DJ set, and the whole set is horn-based music.
Okay.
It's fucking incredible. It's fucking incredible. Sometimes there's live performances with people playing horns.
This thing, I missed this. Like what it was, like back then, because you had to be creative. You just wasn't playing a beat for 2 minutes.
Right.
And I mean.
So there is something I gotta introduce you to, and I don't know if you're still making beats like that.
I'm not making them. I still got my tracks and stuff.
Yeah.
But
because there's a crew called I gotta look them up. It has something to do with donuts, but they
time to make them.
They be hosting joints where people are just showcasing their beats. It's dope.
Okay.
It's dope. They did a
So it's not a beat battle, but it's like a beat showcase.
It's a showcase. Yeah, it's not a battle.
That's how I always approach the beat battle. Like, nigga, I'm trying to show you how to play.
Yeah. So, if you was going to get back into it, I'll just send you the.
Yeah, send me a link for that. Yeah.
So you can check it
out. I would go there just on some fun shit like, yo, but I still got that 20th Century Fox beat. I got it in my car. I got to transfer it to a computer. That beat is still fire. I sampled 20th Century Fox, and it's the way I loop the horn. I triggered that shit is so fucking ill to this day. I'm like, I gotta do something with that just because I have it, just for fun.
Yeah.
And that's the type of. I was listening to that the other day.
Yeah, I mean, like there's so many opportunities for
today,
like people like you that just want to do it, like just and you know, cause like I said, that's what we all about, man. Like it don't have to be about anything but the love of the thing,
mm-hmm.
you know. Do it because you love it, you know. Like that's really hip hop started on that basis.
Yeah, because they didn't think they was going to.
Nobody knew or anything about no money. Yeah. You know, that was unheard of.
Still
like,
to this day, you know. What's up with Cool Herc? Nobody's giving him what he's just.
You know, he should have all the money.
Because of him, everybody's eating.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's eating.
But like that, like back then, like nobody, you know, everybody was just loving it, and there's still that element still exists. You know, there's still people that just do it because they love it. You know, so that's what that's what we're trying to do. Like that's what we're trying to get those people. Put them on a platform where they can do whatever they want. Even they can follow they can follow the money if they choose. Like that's not our purpose, but if it's theirs, you have a platform and maybe it'll take you farther.
All right. So before we get out of here, I need to shout out We Out Travel Group. Shout out to everybody attached to We Out Travel Group. Season 3 of We Out Travel Group is about to hit the trailer. The trailer just went down. We put that out. So in a couple of days, the first episode. If you see me acting crazy, because I'm probably fucking drunk, and I don't know what the fuck. There's a lot of shit going on there on that trip. So we'll see what happens. So shout out to Lit Homie Jack and the rest of the We Out Travel Group. I had to shout them out.
I like the way that sounds. We Out Travel.
Yeah. We Out Travel. I don't have my shirt on. I need to get another shirt to put on the wall. That's what I like to do. Yeah. It's the stuff that I've dealt with or inspires me, or people that inspire me to put on the wall. The wall of inspiration, the red room. So
We Do Dope Shit shirt.
Oh, We Do Dope Shit. Yeah. We Do Dope Shit. Mm-hmm. So tell the people, do it because you love it. Tell the people.
Do it because you love it. I couldn't have said it better.
Do it because you love it.
Check us out on. We are We Do Dope Shit. You can check us out on Facebook. We have a Facebook group page. We Do Dope Shit. Mm-hmm. If you're on there. On IG, we are We Do Dope Shit 20K. Mm-hmm. Same on Twitter. And if you are in the tri-state area of New York City region, come check us out on Sunday, Father's Day, at the Hackensack Brewing Company. We rocking out with the Awesome 2 for Vibe. So we got DJs coming through. We got all kinds of beer specials. We got games. We got great people. Come on through. Check out our merch. So here's the art.
You got art too, man.
You know. I'm gonna get to that. We got merch at our We Do Dope Hoodies and Tees.com. Check out our varieties. We got more stuff coming for the summer. We are working with artists on merchandise, as well as showcasing artists in different non-traditional arts locations, mostly breweries, because we have that connection. But the Art of Dopeness is the name of the event. Our current show is up at Strong Rope Brewery in Red Hook, Brooklyn. Check out the art of one Danny Pierce. We got more coming up, like a lot of stuff in the works, so definitely stay tuned for that. You can hit us directly at, what's the email? Hold up.
And with a link or something else if you can't.
No. I want them to be able to hit us up. But you got the IG and you can hit us there.
The IG has the thing right under it?
Yeah, we got our
So check the link in the bio. Yeah. It's right there.
That's it.
There you go. So I want to say.
But I'm mad at myself for not remembering my email.
You remembered everything else.
Wait. Dope We Do 20K.
Whoa. Dope We Do?
Yeah, Dope We Do 20K at gmail.com. There it is.
See how a lot of things could be taken wrong. Dope We Do.
But I don't care about how it's taken, man.
I know, but I'm going to look at the...
you know, people get, you know, and that's the thing.
I get my kicks off and shit.
But look, you know, but it also like, you know, people can think.
I am your uncle. I'm your uncle's son. You know how fucking asshole is she?
But nah, see, he wasn't that way with me though. I've had some of the greatest conversations in my life with your father.
My father was great to a lot of people, and he was to a lot of other people.
And maybe that's true, but I tell you, he was like, I loved his perspective on things. Like, it just never failed. Like, he will always, because he was a realist. You know, he understood, like, you know, the world was whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
this is what you have to do to him.
You know, and just his insight was invaluable. It was invaluable.
Give me some real quick. Real quick.
Oh, man, it's just so much, man. Like, to zero in on it.
What was the sneaker one? What was it?
Nah, it was just like, well, one of the things
DJing.
One of the things he said to me, you know, I was like, you know, I was doing my thing DJing and, you know, just doing stuff in the whole field. Mm-hmm. And we were discussing it. He was like, yo, you doing a lot. I was like, yeah, I know, but it's a lot. Like, you know, I don't know what any of this is going to go. And he said, but you put so much energy into it, so it's going to happen. I'm like, energy. You know, like, that was just a refrain back to, you know, to things that are already, you know, internalized.
Yeah,
you know. Yeah. But he made, you know, he had a way of bringing it, you know, to, like, just to, like, smack dab in the middle. Kind of just like his sister, but just in his way. You know. Because, yeah, I think all of them, like, were just on some very, you know, stuff gotta get done, this how it gotta get done, that's it. Yeah, because that's how they came up.
Yeah, basically.
And so it was very hard, you know, like, new ideas didn't really click with them.
Yes. But if I would try to show him a new way of going somewhere, he's like, fuck that.
Right. And I think that's how they all were.
He's like, that's how they I'm going the long way that I know.
Uncle Sonny might have been the one that has been different, but, you know, he didn't live long enough to know. I know.
I have uncles and aunts. I know.
But I guarantee you, because Sonny was us. You know, you understand what I'm saying? He was just like I say, like, Tyreek is us. Mm-hmm. Sonny was us. He was the first of us. You know what I mean? Okay. So,
weird one.
Yeah. So, you'd have been you.
I would have been in the pocket
completely.
But
you would have walked more because he walked everywhere.
I walked everywhere.
Huh?
I mean, once I got your car, you don't. But I'm saying prior to that. What do you mean?
You would like even in the car. Yeah. That's what he did.
Oh.
We walked there. Yo, me and your sister. He would walk us for miles. And we like 5 years old.
He's like
4 or 5 years old.
So he stayed in shape. Yeah, too.
He walked us everywhere.
And on that note, he walked us everywhere, B. This is the Tinted Horse Podcast, episode 440. Then there was the DJ.
Peace.
DJ Dancy.
Get at us.
Thank you. I'll see you later, motherfuckers. Bye.